to our first class of the exclusive gospel. This is 1.1, the gospel. And I want to welcome you. I know you might think this is a little extreme and dramatic to be at a funeral place, at a cemetery. But let me tell you that life is not so serious to us until we either have near close to dying, or somebody close to us maybe passes away. And life is not that serious. We must have some kind of drastic confrontation of the reality of life. I don't know how many of you guys have ever had the opportunity to drive maybe on a long trip, or simply you were just a long day at work or school. And I remember there was times where I was driving and I would immediately begin to doze off. Lowering down the window didn't work, raising up the volume didn't work. And it wasn't until I started dozing off till I started hitting the little bumps on the side of the road, or until I almost hit the side of the wall, or until I almost ran into the car next to me. And immediately when that happened, I woke up for at least the next 30 minutes. And this is the same thing with life sometimes, until we kind of understand that, you know what, there is going to be an end to our lives. You know what, we're not immortal. You know what? There's a reality of death, and we must understand that we are more than just beings here on earth, that there is life after death. And to understand what the gospel, what Jesus Christ has done for us, the good news, it's not only to help us survive here on earth, it's a gospel that's power for our past, our present, and for our future. You see, we have to get this right. In order to fully understand it, in order to fully live it out, we must realize what God is trying to make us understand, how important the gospel is. You see, if we only believe that the gospel, His blood, His sacrifice, is only necessary to forgive us of our past, then we are only shortchanging it. If we only think the gospel is powerful enough so that one day in eternity we can be in heaven, then we're only shortchanging it. You see, the power of the gospel is not only powerful enough to forgive us of our past, but to maintain us and to stand us firm today, but to also, yes, keep us for all of eternity. See, the gospel of Jesus Christ is not only limited in His atonement. It's not only for a time. It's not only for a season of your life. You see, imagine us living with the consciousness of us believing that the gospel of Jesus Christ is only for our past, and as soon as we enter into a justification, a right standing with relationship with Jesus Christ, now it's up to us. Let me remind you that we are constantly going to fail, that we are not perfect, that we make mistakes, and if it wasn't for the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only powerful enough to forgive us, but to continue to maintain us standing firm in Him and to keep us into the end, then you and I don't have a chance. You see, we can't just accredit Jesus for our past and forgiving us and giving us a clean slate and a new beginning. No, we must hold on to that power. We must hold on and keep that gospel for today and for our future days with Him. You see, the problem is that if we hold on to the gospel, only limiting it within our past, and then we go on living our life, it's going to be a bunch of moral checklists. It's going to be a bunch of stuff that we did or didn't do for God. And depending on how good we did that day or that week or this year, depending on the things that we stayed away from that we know that God is not happy with, we think our relationship with Jesus changes, it alters. Because why? Our faith after salvation is dependent and is lingering on our actions, our behavior, our conduct with God. But we fail to realize that His gospel, the good news to save us, is not only for the past, it's for our present, it's for our future. See, when we have this understanding, we'll have a freedom in Christ, not only to live for Him, live freely in obedience to Him, in worship, in adoration, in devotion. Because why? Because we're not depending on our own actions, on our own conduct, on our own behavior, but we're putting our faith only on the life of Jesus Christ. You see, He did it all. That's the problem with only limiting Him for our initial salvation. No, the gospel of Jesus Christ is mighty enough to save our past, present, and future. God bless you.